This goes into the overall program. So the overall budget we have has to cater for all these four components. So this is just really to show that in CEDA, it's not only EAC, but there are other things as well that goes into the program. What we have been asked to do, or really that's a requirement from the donor, is that they're not happy with the way they have been kept up to date on the progress of the program. So from now on, in the new one-year extension we have, they want quarterly reports from each of the components. Each of the four components have to report every 3 months to CEDA. Today there's going to be a conference call between my colleague in Brussels and the donor to set up these mechanisms, the templates and things like that for the reporting. And also I can tell you that there has been a new contact point appointed by CEDA. It used to be a lady in Stockholm called Ingela Ljungberg. She is no longer involved. My main contact point now is a lady called Maria Ljungman, and she's actually appointed to the Swedish Embassy in Nairobi. So she's working in Kenya, she's in the region, she is really on top of things. Well, what we also have done, which I will distribute to you later as well, there is a development of the action plan, an action plan, and that plan is the one we have submitted to CEDA. And that plan is the one where we will be held accountable for doing things or not doing things. So this is the main source for the reporting. This will be the main source for reporting and also doing actions in the region. This is what we're doing now. We have a working meeting, which is also a preparatory meeting for the steering committee meeting. So this is well on track. Next week, we hope to have the steering committee meeting. And that will be hopefully in Bujumbura in February. We hope to really have the final working group. That will be the 13th. 13 is a good number. Some say it's lucky, some say it's unlucky, but 13 is a good number. And this is really to set the final stage, to hammer out the last details. So this is a great opportunity, and we have to capture that. And being where we are right now, I think there are only a few things left to deal with, and then we can run the pilot really. And this is to set up, hopefully in February, maybe March. We will come here, me maybe, and hopefully also maybe Rick, who are on that, with Tonawal, to hammer out the last details, and then we push the button. Then we'll run the pilot. Everybody's waiting for that. And that could be a great achievement to really do this. Cut the ribbons, open the champagne, have the fireworks. Let's do the pilot. This is the launch. Then we will have the big thing. Then we invite all the people, the ministers, the commissioners, everybody to really do this, to inaugurate the EAC regional AO pilot program with all the flowers and the nice food, things like that, to really do it. Have a meeting with Sheena and with the MPMs to really draw up where are we going after this. After 2013, what are the future components you see for the next phase of the program? To do a log frame, to break down it into different levels, to really work on that. And for that, we of course need also the input from the steering committee meeting, So hopefully we will have that meeting next week, and that will be really important to listen to the commissioners to see where are they seeing this project heading. Do we just do the same? Do we add things? Do we continue to work on the OSPB, for instance? Things like that. What components do they want into the program? We talk about the future. We of course, in the discussions with CEDA, we have touched upon what happens after 2013. And there is a notion from CEDA, as long as we can build a nice business case and present a good project proposal, to allow for another 5 years. They will fund 5 more years of work in the region if we can put together a really good business case. Tie a band around your finger, because the end of February, 25th of February, is the first day of the 4th Capacity Building Committee taking place in Brussels. Sheena will come there, and at the lunch break on day 1, there will be a presentation by Sheena to all the participants, talking about the program in the EAC. So I can just ask you to, if you have the possibility, to remind the delegates from your administration going to the CBC to actually be there in room E at 1 o'clock to listen to Sheena. Because it's really important to have the support of the commissioners and so on from the region when we do a presentation of the program in Brussels. That will also, I mean, open for questions, things like that, with other high-level delegates. If they have issues, you have a commissioner or similar in the room who can really answer the questions directly. So please, if you have the possibility, remind people, 1 o'clock Monday the 25th, there will be a presentation for 30 minutes of the EAC program to everybody available at the Capacity Building Committee. Because overall, I must say, we have a very good discussion environment right now with CEDA. It's really good to have them on board, keep them informed, to talk to them, and they really appreciate the efforts that's being done in all the components of the program. Okay?
Thank you, Mats. On program progress. And I think you gave us some conditions as well.
Yep.
And also we know now about some coming action, at least in the first quarter of the year. We seem to be clear now. And, well, Mats, for information, I had also shared that work plan to members, hoping you all have it on your system.